Hello and welcome to Wisdom Without Borders. In this series, we will explain the whys, whens and wherefores of classical quotations used by President Xi Jinping. In this episode, we will explain the line, "Think of the small as big and of the few as many. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great task through a series of small acts." On April 1st, 2014, Xi quoted this line in his speech at the College of Europe in Bruges, Belgium. The quote comes from the Tao Te Ching, a Chinese classic of Taoist literature attributed to the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, believed to have been compiled over 2,500 years ago. It teaches that all ambitious undertakings can be broken down into smaller, easier tasks, that people should deal with the difficult while it is still easy and deal with the big while it's still small. In South China's Shenzhen stand two banyan trees. One was planted by late Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping when he visited the city in 1992. The other was planted by Xi during his first inspection tour as the party's new general secretary in December 2012. The two trees growing from the same soil symbolize and connect different stages of China's reform and opening up, together mapping out an epic journey of progress. In 1978, the third plenary session of the 11th Communist Party of China's Central Committee ushered in the era of reform and opening up. In the face of this unprecedented new undertaking, China opted for the approach of crossing the river by feeling the stones. Reform spread from the rural areas to the cities and from pilot zones to the entire country, delivering an economic miracle that has drawn worldwide attention. Today, after decades of rapid growth, some aches and pains have started to kick in. While the people's desire for a better life continues to grow, the country is increasingly facing unbalanced and inadequate development. More challenges have arisen as China approaches the center of the global stage. At this critical time, Xi has called for an intensification of reform and opening up. In 2013, the third plenary session of the 18th CPC Central Committee launched a new era of comprehensive reform to tackle the many challenges the country must manage. This session passed a decision on major issues concerning comprehensively continuing the reform and rolled out 336 important measures that cover many fields, including economy, politics, culture, society, and ecology. It is a great example of how small, people-centered deeds build up to grand national endeavors. This year is yet another vital one for comprehensive reform. The third plenary session of the 20th CPC Central Committee, to be held from July 15th to 18th, will focus on further expanding reform and promoting Chinese modernization. Against a backdrop of complex international and domestic affairs, a new round of technological revolution and industrial upgrades, as well as the pressing needs of the people, China's reform and opening up must continue to overcome great difficulties and challenges. Think of the small as big and of the few as many. China's reform and opening up has progressed from 0 to 1 and has greatly evolved in both scale and complexity. It has taken a path that proceeds from reality and can steer China through rapid changes. And now, we have come to a difficult phase during which we are set to accomplish the great and ambitious. As President Xi said, we must be bold and our steps steady. We should confront challenges head-on and focus on solving them. Once you locate the problem, tackle it with unwavering determination. Today, a mosaic of reforms sweeps through the country. The mighty tide of China's reform and opening up in the new era is surging forward from the depths of history and racing towards the shores of national rejuvenation.